So, good afternoon, everyone. So, welcome to Indian Cybersecurity Solution. So, today we have another topic, another learning how we will get take over any account. So, as you all know, that today's topic is session hijacking. So, what is session hijacking? Let me clear that first. Session means is there any session? Mean whenever we are logging in a website, we are just creating a session. On that session, an attacker can gain that access, gain that session id, that token. What will happen? So we will do a live demonstration about that, how it has been happened, how attacker can get your account details. Okay, so what is session hijacking? Basic: stealing cookies to impersonate. So all you know that what is cookies. Whenever you are visiting any of the site, anything, you just try to visit the cookie, you need to allow the cookies. So what is cookies? So cookies means that that part of the website. Means whenever we are accessing a website, the cookies we need to allow that cookies, that yes, you can come into my device, something like that. Okay. Till now we will not go to into cookies part, we will go into the session hijacking. What is session, how we will do that attack. So let me show you that cookies part, how we will check that. And if I will go into this web port, right now it is not so this is the inspect option where that cookies is present. So for this website, means this ppt, there is a lot of cookies. You can check that. Okay. So what is cookies, how we will take that cookie, how we will steal that cookie, each and every step we will follow in this session. So understanding session hijacking. What is session hijacking? Let me explain you that. Session hijacking is a cyber attack in which an unauthorized party takes over a user active session. User active session means if you are logging into a facebook.com, what I will do that I will just take your session ID, and through your account I can access that. Through your session ID I can access your account in my device. It is really very it is really a good attack. Means we can attack into any system if we can gain a device. Okay. There are a lot of technique by using cross-site scripting, a lot of techniques over there. Definition of session management. What is session? Let me clear about that. What is session, how the session has been created, session management, how to manage a session. Let me draw something for you. So I think that this is victim, this is web server. This victim is using, no, victim is contacting to the web server that I need to visit a, that victim needs to visit the facebook.com. facebook.com. So he will log in into his account. The server has the Facebook web server has the login ID and password. Victim will give their ID and password to the web server, and web server will give a session ID. Means session session ID. Think that the session ID is like that. Okay, this is the session ID of this victim for accessing the facebook.com. What the attacker do? Attacker will nothing do anything. He will just go into their website, not the website, means the network, and try to intercept that session ID, try to find that session ID. If an attacker able to find the session ID, he or she can able to access the victim facebook.com without any login info, login password, anything. We else we can also do for google.com. If I am logging into this Google, this is my Google page, and I will open a new browser of Chrome, and over there I will copy these cookies of this google.com. I can access my Google account from there also. If I will share my cookies to you, you can also access this my account. So it is vulnerable, na? It is vulnerability. So this vulnerability can be exploited by a lot of technique when the middle attack. If you are not using the HTTPS, if you are using HTTP, or the cookies are not sanitized, not encrypted, like that. HSTS, this part. Okay. So what happened? The attacker, he is an attacker. This is an attacker. What he will do? He will try to gain this session ID. Try to gain this session ID from the web server by intercepting the message, or he will try to gain the device, means he will try to access the physical device of that victim. Let me share that you have a laptop right now, and you have logged in Facebook, Insta, and LinkedIn, a lot of websites in your through your account. So what I will do, I will just take your PC, approx 2 to 3 minutes. What I will do, I will copy that cookies part. Let me show you. This is the cookies of mine drop. So what I will do, right now I don't have any cookies because I haven't logged in this drop. So what I will do, all cookies should I copy that and paste into my physical device, so I can access your account. It is a vulnerable, but it is not vulnerable, you can say, because whenever we are getting a physical device, see, it is vulnerable. But through the website, through intercept, through in the network traffic, if I am capturing the traffic, it will not do. Since Google is security, a lot of website has security. Okay, they modify that session ID into encrypted form. That's why any attacker cannot able to take that. Okay, fine. So let me show. This is an attacker session ID. This is the session ID. He will try to access intercept by intercepting this network, by intercepting the victim network, taking example that he is connected in the private network. An attacker is also in that private network, and he is trying to intercept that session ID. So if the website is using high security, means they are using encrypted form, then the attacker will not get anything. So attacker, what he will do? On that time, he will try to access the victim system. Means the victim system, and just the, is it visible now everyone? Yeah. The attacker will try to in the cookies of the each website on which the you victim, where is it, victim is logging. Okay, on which the victim is logging. So he is getting that victim device for 2 to 3 minutes. He is just copy the session ID This is the session ID, and he will try to copy that session ID and log into that website into his machine, into this laptop, PC, whatever he using. Okay. So is it clear to everyone? I think it is clear because I have explained BTC in easy way. So this is session management, how to manage the session. Session are typically managed through session IDs, which are unique identifier assigned to each user session. And like that means if we are using accessing the Facebook, if you are accessing the Facebook part, so for every account there will be a unique session ID. For every account means that the Facebook will share the unique session ID to all the user he have. Def. Okay. What how the thing that the Facebook has 5,000 user. So for every user the session ID will be different. It will not be guessable means anyone cannot able to guess that. They will not share that session ID in a pair or something like that. Means they will share that session ID totally different that an attacker cannot able to guess that session. Okay, fine. So the session will share the unique session ID to the Facebook will share the unique session ID. But taking an example that right now I am logging into the facebook.com. Okay, after 5 to 10 minutes I have logged out that website. Does that previous session ID will help me? Does the previous session ID will help me to log in into that account? What will be the answer? Please comment that. So that answer is no. That once the session ID is dismissed means invalid, we have log out from our session, the session ID is also get dismissed means we cannot able to access that session ID once again. Okay, so for how we will secure that our account means if we are getting a session ID, if an attacker is getting a session ID, so he is getting the session ID only, not the ID and password. Think that he is getting the ID also. So how they will know about the password? Because in the website, in the page, in the login form, in the profile section, the password is not able to mention. The password is not over there. Anyone cannot able to check it. If I am the user, I am the genuine person of that website, I am the login, I am the authorized, I have authorization of that account. That I cannot able to access my password. I cannot able to check my. I can reset my password by the two-factor authentication, whatever the security protocol has implemented in that website. Okay, but I cannot able to check the password of that. I can regenerate that password. I can do anything, but I cannot check that password in that website. Okay, so basically, what happened when an attacker is getting the session ID? Taking I am an attacker. I am getting your. I have received your session ID by any technique. Okay, there are a lot of technique. I have received that session ID. What you will do to secure your account? On that time, you will log out from your account. What will happen on that time? If you will log out from your account, the session ID will be dismissed, and I cannot able to access that account. Okay. Once again, I am telling you that what will happen if I am the attacker, I am getting your session ID by any technique, by any exploiting your system, anything. What you will do to secure your account? Do you will just log out from your account. Whenever you will log out from your account, your account session id will be dismissed, means it will not valid further, and I cannot able to use that session id. Okay, so how we will do that, each and everything we will learn. We will not going in the unethical part where whatever we are doing is ethical one, and don't try at home or your friend's laptop, using your friend's laptop, anything. Try to do in ethical one. Session management, mechanism, interception, impersonation, consequence, what is that? Okay, yesterday did. There are a lot of technique, XSS, packet sniffing, capture this token. I have explained to you right now that how the cookies will be get captured. Means so XSS. I think XSS is new one for you all. So XSS is cross-site scripting. What is cross-site scripting? An attacker try to inject a malicious JavaScript code into their website and try to impersonate the try to gain the access of the cookies. He will write the code in like way in the way that the cookies will share to the attacker. Okay, or it will be visible over the page. This is known as cross-site packet sniffing. As I am in your network and I am just checking your traffics and getting that. Okay. Once attacker acquires the session token or cookie, they can impersonate legitimate user gaining unauthorized access. So impersonation user means through your account, I am accessing your account, means I am an attacker and you are the owner of that account. Let me clear with this. That this is the account facebook.com. This is the account and owner of the account. So he is the owner of the account and I this website is owns to this person and I am an attacker. I am an attacker. If I have received the session ha- has been stolen from this device. I have stolen the session ID from this victim device. Okay. I am an attacker. I will impersonate means I will look I will post into his account. I can access their account. I can do anything whatever I want. Means the owner have the permission that they can post their picture, they can edit the picture, they can delete the picture. That permissions I have that permission also. I can also edit that picture, I can also delete that picture. Each and everything I can do from this session id, means from this of that account, by using this session id. So means one session id, there will be a one session id. Basically what is happening, there is one there is one session id and victim attacker. Both are using from this same session id. Okay, if victim wants to log into another account also, if If a victim wants to log in into another account, also means another laptop, he can also do that. If that session ID, if I will try to intercept that, then I can also log in another laptop. Means I am the attacker. I can do anything with that. Okay, let me show you the practical also, because it will make you bored. So types of session hijacking, cookie theft. I will right now. I will do the cookie theft. Means I will try to capture that cookie. The session fixation, man in the middle attack. A lot of type to gain the cookie theft technique. How we will try to theft means try to gain that cookies. Cross-site scripting, packet sniffing, social engineering technique. If I will share a link to you, you will just click on that and your cookies will be captured by me. So effective strategies to prevent session hijacking. There are a lot of strategy to prevent the session hijacking, as I have discussed right now. How we will do that means, if you if your system has been compromised, means I am attacker, I have gained your physical device for 2 to 3 minutes. What you will do, you will just log out from all of their account and try to log in once more. What will happen? That session ID will be dismissed and I cannot able to use that session ID. Okay. So whenever you are using any website, try to use HTTPS, not HTTP, because HTTPS is secure. It will encrypt your data. Whatever the data is coming or going outside, incoming, outgoing, it will be encrypted. But whenever you are using HTTP, it will not. It is not encrypted. It is going in plain text only. Okay. Always update your software up to date. The close security gaps. Okay. Facebook channel, as you have all know that there are two attacks. Not two attacks. There are a lot of attacks. I am discussing two attacks in. There is one is Facebook session hijacking incident and LinkedIn breach and cookie theft. Okay. So Facebook session hijacking incident means, in the famous Facebook session hijacking incident, means you will just go and research upon the Facebook session hijacking what is happened, because what is happened on the attackers tried to gain the session ID of the users and they can access the account of them. Okay. LinkedIn bridge also was took place on 2012 LinkedIn bridge, where session hijacking was used to user account for the user accounts. Attackers employed methods such as cookie theft to impersonate users, resulting unauthorized access to sensitive information and significant loss of trust. So whenever a company is created, means as a LinkedIn, if an attacker gain my account, he can take over my account using this session ID. In future, I will trust that website. I think no. We cannot able to trust that, na. If we are giving our credit card, our each and every data to a e-commerce website, and that e-commerce website leaks that data, so in future, in further, you will trust that website? No, because your data has been leaked. Best practices of user and developer users education, we need to understand how this attacks is happening, how to prevent that. Okay. Encourage strong password means, whenever you are encouraging a strong password, it is helpful. It will create a more complicated hash. It will more secure, but encourage strong password we can encourage only, but an attacker gain the session, then it will not be any security. Means, if I'm getting the session, I don't know, I don't want your password only. Okay. Secure coding process for the developer parts. So mitigating risks of session hijacking, how to mitigate the risks. We need to spread awareness of session hijacking, how the session is happening, how to mitigate that. If you are, if your session has been leaked, how you will secure that? By log out from the device. Let me show you the practical. So right now I don't have any Facebook account right now. I need to create an account, then only I will show you. So over there I need to give the details. Okay, leave it. I think it is having some problem. Leave it. I will do for the Google only. So right now I am using this account Rohit Sharma, rohitsharma.ics@gmail.com. Let me open a new. This is another account. Let me open the table part. So over here, let me go to Google.com. So over here, I am not logged in as you all are. Check that. This is another Chrome browser. This is another Chrome browser. Okay. Over here, I am not signed in. It is showing you need to sign in for the account. Okay. What I will do, I will try to. It is happening. The language has been changed. Okay, right now it is English. Okay. And over here, I am logged in. I will try to copy this cookies part and paste over here. Let me do that. Let me go and visit the google.com. Over here, you are able to see rohitsharma.icss, and over here, it is not showing because it is not signed in over here. I will copy this session and share with this. Add it over here. If I will share my session ID to you, you can also access my Google account. Google account. Go to the inspect part. To that cookies editor part. Let me export the cookies session. I have configured my website like that I can copy the cookies. Okay, and I will paste it over here. Wait, let me open a next browser. That hello. Okay, over here I will inspect, then go to the cookies editor and export, and I will paste my previous cookies into over here, into this. Import cookies are were imported. It has been imported successfully. Right now what I will do, I will just refresh this page and my account has been logged in over here. So are you able to see this Google rohitsharma.icss? So this is known as session hijacking. If you want to learn this how to do session hijacking each and every step, then you can contact us. But right now I can't able to show you for the restriction part how I have done. Just copy my cookies or paste it over here. If I will share my cookies with you, you can also access my account right now. But you can't do because I after the session I will change my passwords. Okay. So is it clear to everyone? I think what is session hijacking each and every part. This is the account. You can check that this is a live proof to get the sessions by using the session ID on the cookies part. Okay. You can do it for Facebook, Google, each and every website, whatever. If you are visiting google.com or mail or photos, Google Photos, or Instagram, Facebook. You can try it at your home also, but I can't show you that because it has a restriction some. That's why I'm not able to show. Okay, there will be an extension. You can also add it over there, and you can copy it and paste it. I have just give the clue to do that. Okay, fine. So another thing, I will share you a Google form link. If you will complete that part, if you are getting 10 out of 8, then you will give a we can give a classes, means recorded class, okay, in free. If you have any question, you can just ping me. Bye if you have any.